I'm starting the recording then. Alright then.
In general, I prefer fighting a necromancer during the day.
Joe, you're very low. What's that?
In general, I prefer to fight a necromancer during the day.
Okay. That's fine. We'll rest then head there.
It was like the middle of the night when you guys went home, when you guys beat up that other dude.
Okay, yeah, we'll go back and rest then.
Okay. Full long rest, and let's see, I aim to read something to you. Not that one. Not that one, that one. This one. 5 minutes north of Diamond Lake, on a bluff overlooking an abandoned mine, a crumbling old observatory casts its gaze to the heavens. A wide slit bisects its domed tower, where surely a great telescope once peered into eternity. Or is it externity? Eternity. Now the place bears a dark character, like the sagging tenement broken under the weight of decades of inhabitants. A slim stairway cut into the steep hillside leads to a structure's only door. On the side of the tower's attached one-story building. One story? That's definitely not. Building. Flickering light filters through the observatory's only windows along the tower's second and third floors. Oh, one-story outbuilding, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. And now to transport your characters and everybody else to the new map.
Alright.
Doop, doop, doop. There we go. You see your characters?
Oh yeah, I do now.
Okay. Yeah. There you go. You're all there.
What's this here?
What?
Over here.
Yeah, one moment. The stairway rises to a wide landing and two huge wooden doors, shot through with dark blue mold. The doors form an enormous round moon carved with a lunatic's jabbering face. Beneath the landing, an unremarkable wooden door appears to lead to a tool closet under the stairs.
I think we should check that out first.
Yeah.
There's no surprises.
Okay. You wish to open the little tool closet?
Not I. The rogue should.
Okay.
I go check the door out.
I'm gonna be over here with my bow drawn in case something pops out.
Okay. It's locked.
I'll try listening at it first.
Okay, roll a perception check. You hear nothing. You hear, except your own beating heart. You hear that.
And then I'll try popping it open.
It's locked. Oh.
At 11.
You jiggle it and nothing happens.
If I don't hear anybody responding, I'll take 10 and get a 20.
After a moment of just saying, fuck this lock, you pop it open. And you open the door, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay. Something attacks you as you open the door. What does this thing do? Yeah. As this thing attacks? The little
Miss by 1.
It says it's 16 to your AC 16 though.
I got my shield equipped right now. Usually I drop it in combat, but the first round I'll have it out.
Oh, so you have +2 AC. Wait,
Actually, I think it's just +1 because it's a small shield.
alright then. Quick question, does a surprise give him anything for him? I forget what surprise does.
I don't get to do anything this round. I don't think it gives him any bonuses other than, well, yeah, I'd be flat-footed, so I'd only be at a 14.
Okay, yeah.
Aren't you a rogue, though, Joe?
Sorry?
Aren't you a rogue? Don't you have uncanny dodge?
That protect me from, no, it doesn't look like I have it yet.
Oh, okay, then yeah. Okay, never mind. So yeah, he does get the surprise on you.
Okay, yeah. He hits then. 1 damage.
What did you say this creature is?
Some kind of undead little fucker.
I'm gonna roll knowledge.
Joe, make a fortitude save.
It's a button, but it's just saying rolling the dice. It seems to be slow today.
Yeah, when I logged on, it was saying like there's something wrong with the site, and they're currently trying to fix it. I was half tempted to cancel, but it didn't seem like it was that big of a deal.
Hey, I guess that was worth the wait.
Yeah, you just got a nat 20 on that. Whatever it was, you don't know matter. The save's gone. It doesn't matter. It's nat 20 fixes it.
Initiative.
Oh yeah, everybody roll initiative.
Oh, and that one. That sucks.
It happens eventually, but nothing being done about it.
For my religion check, though, I got a 19.
A tomote. Holy shit! That was loud.
Any kind of damage reduction?
Two cold iron or magic. Ah. Okay.
Thank you.
That ringing is breaking my ears. And for Mike, I will roll initiative for you.
I'm almost there.
Okay. Well, you got a 13. It's currently does it? It doesn't like people bothering its home, so it attacks you. Again.
I'm still waiting on roll 20.
Yeah.
Okay, it got me.
Okay. Okay. Again, it bites you. I rolled damage. Why the freak is it not showing up? Stupid roll 20 work. 2 damage this time. Oh my god, it's doing so much damage to you. Fuck that damage. Okay. Okay. Thank you for the that's for the save, right?
Correct.
Okay. Thank you. And then it takes a second attack. God damn it. Roll. Nope, it doesn't do anything. It just flails in your general direction. Wondering why you're disturbing it.
Well, I am still very proud of it because it did come out of the closet.
You got him out of the closet?
Seems a
Really?
bit upset, but still a very important step.
It gives you the finger.
I thank it, then toss it aside.
That's not what
It's
I mean.
undead. Well, it is undead. That could be literal.
True, I didn't think of that, but... Okay, it's your turn, Joe.
14 to stab it with my rapier.
No.
And I will take a 5-foot step back to lure it out further so we can flank it.
Oh, you still haven't changed my token over? I tried to do it myself, but it wouldn't let me.
Oh, you're not your... Damn it, I forget what your new token you wanted. Oh, right, this thing.
I'm logging back in. I'm still here though.
Fuck, how do you say... Yeah,
So who's it?
it's currently your turn.
Who is attacking us?
A tiny little midget zombie undead thing.
Okay.
Its damage reduction is 2, and you need either cold iron or magic to bypass it.
Which one is it?
It's either one. I mean, either one will bypass it.
What are these two things? They don't have names on them. I really wish Sammy would put name tags on these.
That one's Joe. That little midget thing is the Tomote.
It's on the ground?
Yeah. There's a little... Under the stairway is a small little closet that it came out of.
Okay. I'll run up and punch it in the face. Maybe.
What the hell?
Here's a new token, Mike. You punch him in the face. And anything else you wish to do?
You gonna grapple?
Okay. It's definitely gonna fight you. Cause what's your grapple check?
Rolls. I've sent rolls through that are not showing up in roll 20.
It's
There.
delayed because of the site's just being an ass today.
Yeah, it might just be better off using dice to roll instead of rolling the game.
Yeah, but then I'd have to get my dice roll out.
No.
So 33 grapple.
It can't roll high enough to match that.
Cool. So I did 8 points of damage with my initial attack, and then I grapple it, which does another set of damage. Put that up here. There you go. And so I get it in a good grip, and then it does a little extra damage.
Well, now you're grappling it. Ken, your move.
Oh.
And move to his other side and slash at it with the...
Excuse me.
Yeah, it hits.
Alright. 7 damage.
Yeah, it's dead.
Nice.
Bye bye, little moat dude. You go bye bye. Never to be seen again.
Who took damage from that?
I took 3.
Alright, I'll heal you. I'll heal you 3 points back.
Okay. The stairs as I go up, and then search the door.
Okay.
Look inside that closet. He was protected.
Yeah, sure, you can look inside the closet.
I'm gonna go in and check.
Okay. You find a bucket, some old rags, some water, a mop, a destroyed mop, and that's about it.
Alright, I'm gonna follow you all up the stairs.
Alright.
Okay. Okay, so what do you do with the door?
Assuming it's not trapped, I'll try opening it up.
What is this place again?
An old observatory for the necromancers.
Like, it's abandoned?
Yeah. It has been used in, I think they said, like 100 years or something like that.
It was roughly constructed 100 years ago, went abandoned decades ago,
Okay.
and it's been intermittently used ever since.
And the door appears to be sealed shut?
It is locked as you try and jiggle it.
I mean,
Shut.
presumably if it's locked, then someone lives here. Maybe we should knock first.
Yes, let me knock on the door with the necromancer who's bringing corpses to.
Well, it is the honorable thing to do.
I actually like it if he
Foolish.
doesn't have intelligent undead. You know, he has to answer himself. I'm sure he would have heard the fight going on outside.
Okay.
So,
DC 10 perception check to hear a fight, so probably.
All right, knocking on the door.
okay, you knock on the door. Nothing seems to happen.
Excuse me.
Oh well.
And
He had a chance.
maybe if you say pretty please, he'll answer.
I'll knock a little hard. I'll knock again, but this time I'll knock hard enough for it to count as a break check.
You're gonna punch it?
Yeah, I'll go like, and on the third knock will be more of a punch than a knock.
Okay, punch the wooden door. Is that wooden? Yeah, it's just 2 huge wooden doors. With a simple... With
Well,
a,
is it common, strong, or good? Simple wooden door, good wooden door, strong wooden door.
I'd say a good wooden door.
Good wooden door, according to my Dungeon Master screen, has a locked break DC at 18. So I got a 13, which means I do 9 points of damage, subtracted by 5 points of hardness, and the door has 15 hit points.
Okay. So you're just gonna start punching this door.
If that's what it takes.
There's a handle to open it, though.
You told me it was locked.
Yeah, but you also have a rogue who can pick it.
Whatever.
Just punch... Okay, it breaks down as you punch it.
Okay.
And as you do so, you get shot 3 times. Shot
Cool.
at 3 times, I should say. Not... Yeah. Oh wait, that's not the... That's the wrong attack.
Do your worst. Maybe that way I'll survive.
Okay, where the fuck is the right attack? Probably this one. That is done with their melee weapon. They do not have that equipped right now. Why the fuck do I not have their freaking melee weapon? What the fuck kind of... I don't even remember what I did with these things. You ain't shitting me. I never actually fully statted them out. Oh, well, I'll just do basic attacks then. Let's see. They're doing a ranged attack because they have crossbows. And I'll just accept those 3 attacks. So just 3 bolts just fire next to you.
Okay.
Roll initiative. How do they roll so low that they just suck at it?
At least I rolled a 3 this time. Oh, and then Rafe, you and I have to roll off. Must be tied. I rolled a
Sammy, do
16.
you know of this website, Monster Advancer? I put it in Discord. It's it works pretty quick actually once you get to know where everything is on the site. If you are in the middle of a game and find that you need stats for a creature, you can grab a standard creature and tack on some, fighter levels or something really quick.
Yeah.
It's not great for spellcasters, but for basic stuff where it's just a matter of numbers, it works pretty well.
Yeah, I'll take a look at it sometime.
Like if these were hobgoblin barbarians, for example, you could pull that up and come up with like some 3rd level hobgoblin barbarians pretty quick.
I'll take a look at it sometime.
Yeah.
Probably after this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's their turn. They drop the crossbow they have and pick up a new one to start shooting again. Again at Mike. Because
Okay. AC is 19. Come get me.
what are these rolls? Wow, they just suck and just want to die apparently.
Hey, Ray, if you would just change your initiative back to 6.
Oh.
Are these creatures undead that are shooting at us here?
Just click your initiative in the turn order. Yeah. There you go.
They have a wooden desk in front of them that they're partially behind. And this room actually has a description. Furniture fragments, smashed planks of broken glass, and other dirties cram this large antechamber. At the west end of the room, several upended tables form a crude barricade. Closed doors mark the north and west walls.
Are these creatures undead?
Yeah.
Do we know what type? Or should I roll knowledge religion?
You see a skeleton.
Alright, so 3 skeletons?
Yeah.
Okay.
2 are bigger than the middle one is actually smaller than the other 2.
I don't think that interests me. I'm going to roll a knowledge check just to see what Bodhi knows about skeletons. Okay.
Do you know they're made of bones? They're bitches and they need to die.
Well, in particular, I was wondering about damage reduction. I'm assuming with a 19, I know that they have bludgeoning damage reduction.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and make a ranged attack with a thrown rock.
Okay.
That's going to do bludgeoning damage. I'll hang back here until other people are ready to go in.
Okay.
I'll just shoot at the middle one.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, no, you said the middle one was smaller, right? So I'll shoot at the one on the end. I figure I have the most direct line of sight to that one.
Okay. The room also does count as difficult terrain while traveling through it.
Okay. I'm guessing an 8 doesn't hit.
No, it just hits the barricade.
That's it for me. In case I forget to mention it later, I will pick that rock up before we're done in this room.
Okay. Joe?
I will head in. I will take a jump to clear the first 5 feet of difficult terrain so I can get that far, and burning hands all 3 of them. Reflex save of 14.
They passed as they duck behind the barricade.
and casted it up high to get a good angle with a 9 damage for 5 for half.
If they're in a situation where they have +4 cover to AC, I think they actually get +2 to their reflex save.
Doesn't matter, they already made it.
No, okay.
Yeah. Also, you rolled 9 damage, correct?
Correct.
They take 4 then. I always round down when it comes to stuff like that.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you're supposed to.
What?
I'm pretty sure you're supposed to.
Yeah. Paul, it's your move.
Okay. I'm gonna come to right here. And you said they have a cover bonus, so I'm thinking touch attacks will be easier to make. I'm gonna look at this one. Actually, the middle one, try to get him killed quicker. So this middle one here, I'm gonna do a ranged touch attack on.
Okay.
It's within 30 feet of me, that's the question. He is. So that's plus 7 and 4, 11 touch AC?
No.
Yeah, okay.
Ken, what do you wish to do?
I'm going
excuse
to
me.
move here, shoot with my longbow. When it won't. $19 to hit. The one right in front.
Okay. You shoot him through the head. Roll damage.
8 damage.
Nice.
Okay, I need to quickly recalculate this guy's HP. Okay. That means -3. He drops. And that's now them. They drop their crossbows again, pick up scimitars, and jump the barricade. They're not taking they're not standing this. They charge with the ferociousness of a wild cat. Not sure how threatening that is, but that's what they do.
Not very, really. Every wildcat I've ever met ran away. Only charges things about 1/5 its size.
Well, that's what they do. Well, one just barely gets over to try and attack Joe. The other one gets over and... How the fuck does an 18 crit? 18 doesn't crit.
It
Yeah,
does on a
first-
scimitar.
It doesn't a scimitar, though.
Oh, right. I forgot. Still thinking 5e rolls.
Damn 5e.
Oh, wow. That's max damage. And that's their turn. Is it one of them just shambles over and the other one just gets a slice off through your shin or something?
Damn it, I just bought this armor.
Well, they don't care. Mike, how do you respond to your friend getting sliced?
Let's see here. So, the terrain in this room means each square is 10 feet, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll go up to there and punch it in the skull. Does a 23 hit?
It doesn't have a head anymore. Does that answer it?
No, not really. I guess if it doesn't have a head, I'll be attacking the chest.
Okay, let me rephrase that. It once had a head, then you punched it, now it no longer has a head.
Well, what about my grapple check?
It's dead.
Okay.
Joe?
I will quick draw my light mace and try smashing at the other one.
Okay.
They're mindless, or else I'd use my grapple check to grab its skull and throw the skull at the other one next round to demoralize it, but I don't think it would do anything.
12 to hit.
12 does not hit.
Alright. Take a 5-foot step here. I'm going to use another ranged touch attack. 19 touch.
19 touch hits.
Okay. For 3 holy damage, which he does not resist. That's it.
Okay. It drops.
Nice.
Move those over there. And yay! Just realized I didn't do the XP.
And while you guys are searching, I will heal Joe to full. Anybody else besides Joe take damage?
No, I don't think so.
I thought that I
I
had
recover my arrow.
a while back, but before I was able to log in, but it doesn't look like Sammy ever marked it on my token.
What?
I thought I had taken damage at the very beginning of the first fight today, but there's no damage on my token. That was before I had logged in.
No, I don't remember that.
Okay. That's fine with me.
Okay.
Okay, I will check the door to the north.
Okay.
The perception check. And then a lockpicking check if it's locked.
Door is not locked.
And of course a check for traps.
You find nothing. You just find a simple door that you open with ease. It goes pop, goes the weasel. Don't know why I said that.
It's all good.
There you go. You've opened yourself into a large, empty hallway with 4 doors to the north and 2 to the west.
These like cell doors or just interior doors?
They look like normal wooden doors.
I'll start going down the hall, checking each one, then pushing it open.
Okay.
Starting with the...
This repeats 4 times, but I'm only saying it once. This simple chamber hosts a plain bed, a small open footlocker, and an unremarkable wooden dresser.
In good shape, or look like that's just left over from years before?
Probably left over from years before.
Get to the far end door and do the same check thing.
Okay. Roll 20 being stupid.
Do you need to make 3 checks again, or
It's not locked.
I will push it open about 2 feet to see if there was like a bunch of archers lined up first, then shove it open the rest of the way.
You find a large. Let me read the Simpson synopsis for this thing. The revolting stench of rotting flesh roils from the open door. In the room beyond, 10 chairs surround an oblong dining table situated parallel to the door. Along the north wall, a wide staircase leads to an upper floor. A wooden door below the stairs presumably leads to a slim chamber. 2 doors line the south wall. A sagging antique wooden shelf dominates the west wall, looking like it might collapse at any moment. 3 tall candles on the dining table illuminate a sight of terror. With the exception of the place at the western end, each of the chairs surrounding the table holds an awkwardly seated humanoid figure. The 9 bodies are in various stages of decomposition. Some sit with splendor posture, pause as if midway through some scrumptious feast. Others slump treacherously close to the floor. Heaping plates of apparently fresh food sit before each of the diners, but the empty place setting features a clean plate and set of utensils. Several bottles of red wine rest upon the table, and each of the corpses sit before a half-finished glass. A fly passes nearby. It's there, not there, buzzing, breaking the entire eerie silence.
That's
not hygienic.
yeah.
It's a weird room.
I'm gonna do something because I have a feeling what's going on here.
Active perception check to see if there's anything notable that you didn't mention.
The 9 corpses seem to be ever so slightly moving.
How so? Like they're just eating in slow motion or something?
Like twitches along their bodies.
I want to go up and examine one of them closely and make a knowledge religion check related to undead.
You notice it's a zombie.
Okay.
I wouldn't go too far into the room. Let me try.
I'll announce that they're zombies when I realize.
Yeah. They don't react.
At that point, I'll start. Well, let's see. What do they have? Slashing damage reduction. I don't have any way to do slashing damage, but I'll just start like coup de grace them. I'll just go up and like use my grapple skills to break each of their necks and just like rip their heads off of their shoulders to ensure that they won't be able to eat anyone's brains.
Okay. One by one, you just start ripping off their heads.
Yep.
You killed 9 zombies. Good job. Okay.
Odd that they weren't fighting back, though.
What?
I said it's odd that they weren't fighting back. I comment to everyone else.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Perhaps someone with certain skills should search the room thoroughly. I would do it if I were level 3.
I'm not sure about searching for traps, and most of the
Just
stuff.
searching for anything relevant or interesting. Also, what's over there? Are those stairs? Over here?
Yeah. Those are stairs.
Going up or down?
Up.
I'm just going to stand at the bottom of the stairs and look up while everyone else is doing what they're doing.
You see nothing. Just this.
Oh my god, I'm blind!
Not that kind of nothing. You see just air.
Okay.
I'm
I
gonna
can see the air. This is crazy.
stand Same way, I'm going to start here. I'm going to cast Detect Magic. So it's a 60-foot cone. I'm going to scan the room with Detect Magic.
Okay, you actually detect some magic upon each of the zombies.
Huh. I will focus 3 rounds. Then I will do a spellcraft to see if I can identify the school of magic that's in effect. After the 3 rounds, I can determine the total number of auras. Is it 9
9
separate
exact.
auras or 9 different auras?
9 separate auras.
9, okay. I'll just go one by one, see if I can identify him. So I'll start with the guy that's right here.
Okay.
Where's my spellcraft? 28 to identify the school of magic.
Illusion.
Okay, and what's the DC on that, Mike? For the spellcraft, do you know?
Should be like 10 plus their level, I think, of the spell.
The DC on what?
Like, I'm using Detect Magic, I focused the full 3 rounds. Now I'm using Spellcraft to identify the school of magic. But I forget what the DC is.
I think it's 10 plus spell level, either 10 or 15.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess it's up to Sammy. You can say 15 if he wants to make it harder.
Well, it was a 28, I definitely got that one. And I make a note that one has illusion. Then Sammy, I'm going to go here. And then just keep going clockwise on the table.
Okay. I'm looking at spellcraft right now on thing. It says, apparently it says 20 plus spell level.
Oh, okay.
Well, it gets different DCs for different effects. The one that currently that applies would be 20 plus level.
Oh, wow. I thought it was 10.
Identify
That
a
makes sense.
spell that's already in place and in effect.
Okay. Oh, I got 28.
Yeah, because you're not seeing anyone casting it, and it's the components of the spell that allow you to identify it. So you have to really be an expert to identify it once it's already in action.
Okay. I got 24 on the next person.
They're all the same.
Oh, okay, cool.
All the same spell or just the same school?
All the same spell.
What spell is it?
Magic Mouth.
Oh, okay.
Well, if he tells us that, I'll pick up one of the heads I ripped off and kind of shake it in a little bit and listen to it and see if it talks.
Nothing
I
seemed to
wouldn't,
happen.
I wouldn't do that. Let's not make him talk.
Well, presumably a magic mouth spell would be there to deliver some kind of message or warning, right?
Right. I don't want... If the people upstairs don't know we're here, I'd rather keep it that way.
That's possible that could have been what it was, too.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's some kind of elaborate...
Or it could be something like, beware the thing in the next room, in which case it might give us a useful clue.
I don't recommend it, but you're going to do what you want to do anyways, so I have at it.
Am I? Yeah, I guess I am. I just don't know what I want to do yet.
It said there was a chamber under the stairs.
I'm back.
Right here, isn't it?
There are a door there, door here, here, stairway, and door over here. So-
I checked the door under the stairs, then pop it open.
Okay, let's see. Which place is that? That one. So that must be that one. This simple storage closet holds 4 extra chairs and 8 copper handle stands. Each of the copper handle stands are worth 5 gold each. Anything else?
Glance at the shelves as I walk by and check the door to the south.
The shelves? They actually have some stuff on them. The west wall hold a set of silver dining utensils worth 200 gold.
Okay, I'm not going to mess with them because I don't want the shelves to collapse while we're still theoretically sneaking around.
Okay.
Check the door to the south.
It seems to be unlocked. Open?
Push it open. push it open a foot to see if something attacks me, and then shove it open the rest of the way.
Okay. The kitchen contains an enormous wheel of cheese, a moldy loaf of bread, and several strips of stringy cured meat. Salted swine hearts imported from the
I'm gonna say salted wine sounds pretty gross.
swine hearts. What the fuck is salted? What is salted swine hearts?
I don't know, but it sounds better than salted wine.
Yeah, it does.
That's why it's pig hearts.
I thought so, but that's disgusting.
So it's like pork heart jerky.
Yeah.
Try the door to the left there.
Ah. Pantry. The west wall holds a handful of spices and dried food. And quite a few of the shelves are just straight up empty.
Yes, and head for the stairs next. Check the stairs itself are trapped and move up to the top.
Okay.
Weren't we afraid of someone upstairs? Should we sneak?
Best we can.
At some point, I'm gonna have to put ranks into that. I got a 13. Actually, no, I got a 16.
Well, I got a 19 to search, and I'll head up the stairs.
Okay. The stairs lead to a massive bedchamber that fills an entire floor of the observatory tower. Light filtering in from the tall windows ringing from the chamber catches most of dust in the calm air. A fine bed with plume-red linen sheets squats upon a dais along the southeast cradle of the tower's arc. A nightstand next to the bed holds a wax-coaxed candlestick and a black book bound with brown and red leather. At the midpoint of the eastern wall, a storage form stands rigged atop a short wooden stool and as tall as a halfling, clothed in a fine black suit and top hat. Clean cloth benches wrap every inch of the sentry's skin. A pair of ash-tinted spectacles rest upon a long, skinny nose. The diminutive dainty holds a silver platter as if presenting a meal, and upon the tray rests the freshly preserved severed head of a middle-aged woman. A platinum piece sits upon her outstretched purple tongue. Oh my god, this is horrid. I forgot this was here. A messy desk rests against the opposite wall, piled high with loose papers. An appropriate apparatus holding 4 long tubes filled with colored liquid pours out from the clutter. Doors on the north and west walls appear to lead to small closets. Wide stairs lead above and below. A massive white stone statue of a thin human man with outstretched and angelic wings and a beautic look upon her idolized face looms large in the northwest arc of the tower wall. The angel holds a sword in one hand and cradles a harp in the other. The presentation conjures the thought of Mausoleum peaks or the graves of important men. Tall letters stretched upon the statue's base spell out a single word: Filge. Man, that was a big read.
I'm going to scan the room with detect magic and get the full 3 rounds.
Give me a moment.
Sure.
So did I misunderstand? Because it sounded like you said there was a halfling in the room, or was that like a picture of a halfling?
Something the size of a halfling.
Okay, but there is a creature in the room?
I thought it was a statue of a halfling.
Maybe it wasn't clear to me. Maybe I missed a word or something. But
a strange form stands rigged atop a short wooden stool, as tall as a halfling and clothed in a fine black suit and top hat.
All right, so I'm going to carefully approach that as everyone else is still walking up the stairs. just to see if it like animates and attacks, or if it's some kind of statue or what.
One moment. Okay.
And where I'm standing now is where I start focusing my detect magic, and I can get the whole room.
Okay. So the head on the silver platter has magic emanating from it, and that is as far as I'm aware, the only magic in the room.
Alright, spellcraft of 22.
It's magic mouth.
I'm like, don't mess with that, please. It's got the magic mouth effect on it.
Yeah, we don't want to get the clue that the DM's been trying to give us.
Sounds good.
What's the clue I've been trying to give you?
Well, clearly someone has something to say. All these magic mouths keep turning up.
Guessing the ones at the feast table were probably just programmed to say pass the turkey or something like that.
Oh, they were just programmed to compliment whoever sat in the empty chair.
As always, Mike, you're gonna do what you're gonna do.
Okay. At this point, something actually triggers. I think this triggers now. Oh wait, no, that's different. Never mind.
Hey, go over and search the desk.
Okay. There it is. That's where this stuff is. You search it, roll a search check. Or, I forget whatever the check is needed.
Well, search is if you're touching, and perception is if you're just looking.
22?
Yeah. Most of the papers are meant for, like, surgical procedures meant to enhance undead. Others are just meaning scribbles of the mind descending into madness. Buried in the junk, you find a scroll of animate dead and a beaker holder containing 4 6-inch long tubes filled with different colored liquids.
Move along and check the doors to the south.
Those potions radiating magic, Sammy.
Oh, that's right. Potions also deliver magic. Yeah, they deliver magic.
Okay, spellcraft of 13 for one of them.
No.
Oh, yeah,
You can't identify it.
Alright, next one I only got a 15. The last one, how many were there?
4.
Okay, and the third one I got a 22.
No, you can't identify it.
And God damn it. The last one I got a 27.
You can identify the last one.
Okay.
They were in order: a milky blue potion, a deep red potion, a sullen yellow potion, and the one you identified, a white one with black streaks, is a potion of chill touch.
Okay. Thank you. I'll point out all those potions are magic, but I don't really know what the last one does.
I checked the doors to the south. Closet, apparently.
Excuse me.
Yeah. They are closets. Fuck you, game. These closets contains his wardrobe, which consists of 6 sets of nearly identical sleeveless long coats worn over a shirt and breechers.
So he's a medium-sized guy.
Yeah.
Check the dais his bed is on, then the bed and nightstand.
The dais.
Check under the bed, check under his pillow for a hidden dagger. Check for a drawer in the nightstand. Traps, of course.
You find his spell book on the nightstand.
Can I take a look at that, please? Actually, I'd like to have it, if you don't mind.
I have a spellbook.
Alright, Sam, I'm just going to write down Necromancer spellbook in my inventory.
Okay. I'll send you an image of it, what the spells it contains, for you to do with whatever you wish, for adding it to your own book.
And it depends on what they are, and then it takes time, yeah.
Yeah.
But I can use read magic to just see what they are.
Yeah. There's some interesting spells, but nothing useful, nothing you can even make use of now.
Check the statue for any moving parts, then start checking the stairs as I go up. Not going to mess with the head platter things. I don't want to set off the spell that might be shouting an alarm.
But it might be the clue Sandy's trying to give us.
What?
I'm just a smart ass.
Yes, you are, and I don't like it. You see a...
Okay.
I'm joking. What are you guys doing?
I check the statue for moving parts, then start checking the stairs as I go up.
You do not see the statue having any moving parts. Seems to be just a statue. Anything else?
Doesn't look like it.
That's what that was. Joe, when you were searching that table earlier, you did find something of real note there. I missed it. You find a letter that says, Filge, I need you in Diamond Lake, my boy. The cult situation has grown worse. Deep within Durstone Mine, they're studying things brought in from the southern hills. Green worms and unkillable zombies. I nicked one of the worms for you to study. I'll put it up in the old observatory. Should this letter... I can't even read part of this letter. Should this letter... Bring this letter to the big white half-orc at the feral dog. He'll help you get settled. I trust you'll find these coins sufficient to cover your travel from the free city.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's very important. That's proof that he brought this guy in.
You don't know who sent it, though. It's not marked.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
It's labeled by S. Just S.
Labeled by what?
It has the signature S.
Isn't that the symbol, or is that the same tattoo we found on the guy's arm? The severed arm, or no?
I am scrolling up to that symbol.
I think X either means hugs or kisses.
You said S, didn't you?
Yeah, the letter S.
Oh, okay.
And no, the tattoo on the severed arm was different.
Alright, if it's okay, I'd like to go acknowledge vocal, see if I recognize that. Like, maybe there's someone specific that uses that as their signature.
Go ahead.
You're not still carrying around the severed arm, are you?
What's that?
You're not still carrying around the severed arm, are you?
I never had it to begin with.
Okay.
I got a 10.
The best you can identify, it's meaning someone's name, but there are a lot of people it could be referring to.
Okay.
Okay.
If no one else is going to take that book, I am, so we have it.
Okay. And you're heading up the stairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go.
It's one layer up. A single chamber dominates the observatory's entire upper floor. Light filters through the wide slit in the roof, bathing the center of the room in an illumination. 4 large mirrors set along the outside wall reflect bright beams into the direct center of the room. A regressed operating theater accessible via 2 short sets of stairs. The beams specifically target a blue-skinned humanoid figure. Wait, what? That's what's happening. Where did I sprayed upon an operating table, its chest completely opened and pinned back against the table with long metal needles. 2 long shelves cluttered the piles of papers. Rotting organs and instruments compose the east and west extent of the operating theater and are only 2 inches lower than the chamber's outer floor. 4 metal and glass tanks, each easily large enough to hold a human, flank the short stairs leading to the operating theater. Each tank is full of yellow liquid streaked with rust. Indistinct, vaguely humanoid silhouettes bob slightly in the slurpy fluid. Okay. And that's the room. Any
did you see any of my checks there, Sammy?
Okay, the religion check. What's that for?
Well, first of all, I was sneaking up the stairs, and then the perception check was in the hopes that I could spot all of that without them seeing me, and then the religion and arcana were for anything relevant in the room.
Okay. Religion, there's a skeleton right here.
Yeah.
And there's a corpse right there.
Is that dude like a lich or something, or just a regular necromancer?
That's just a regular human.
Okay.
And the arcana check?
I don't know if there's any particularly like arcane spells or magic items or anything relatively important or noticeable.
You don't notice anything.
Okay. Do they see us?
No. He seems to be mumbling to himself and just operating on the body.
I'll look to the rest of the group and see if we can communicate non-verbally to, whatever. There's
I think it's what a bluff check, and we get a sense motive to understand you.
Yeah, I rolled there it is. I rolled a 20 bluff check. So I guess you just need to make a sense motive to understand. But it's just trying to ask if you guys want to just run in and kind of kick the door in swinging.
There's no door to kick, though.
Well, that's an expression.
I know.
I only got an 11 on my sense motive, so I
think it's only a 10 either way, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
Basically, I'm just kind of gesturing like, what do you want to do? Should we just go in and kill this guy or what?
I'm good with that, yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Send some back, yeah.
Sounds
He's a necromancer, so I don't see why not.
Well, in that case,
I get a bluff check of 20 to make a point at me and then like circle around gesture.
I'm already right next to you.
I have no idea what the hell's happening.
We had a plan? Wait, you had a plan?
15 bluff check just a signal for him to wait.
I rolled a 1 on my sense motive check to understand what you were saying, Joe.
That's why I'm making a second gesture of just holding up one finger like wait.
Okay.
Okay. Do you need to keep rolling initiative?
But I wasn't doing anything. Assuming everybody else waits, I'm going to try to circle around to the stairs on the far side.
Okay. As you start walking up and coming more into clear view, he reacts to your presence, saying, "Who the hell are you?"
City inspectors, you have safety violations, and within your business, you're going to have to pay a fine.
Roll a bluff check.
Waiting on the D20. $15.
15. City inspectors don't come here. This is an abandoned facility.
New directive from the capital.
It's not currently abandoned. That's a lie.
He gives you a blank look.
Did you really think you were going to be able to evade property taxes? Come what may, the people in charge are going to get their cut.
I don't know who you are or why you're here, but I ask that you leave me to my work. Now get!
Well, you continue on cutting up some corpse. I'll just move around you to do my inspection. I'll be very unobtrusive. Ignore me.
What? If you start going close to the stairs, he reacts to, "I ask you leave immediately, or I will not be pleasant."
Under the cover of the table, I'll turn to the rest of the party and make a
The table is
fist
lower than
pounding
you.
hand gesture. Right, but when I turn around, he won't be able to see my hand gesture to the rest of the group of a fist pounding into a hand, and then a thumb over in his direction.
Okay, he can't see behind you.
Right. Well, I guess we're going to have to leave then. And it's probably a initiative order. If everyone got the signal, it's time to kick his ass.
Okay, you're just gonna move to kill him?
I'm going to take advantage of the surprise round while I also am at the top of the initiative by throwing a rock at that skeleton there.
Okay.
I want to try to knock its skull right off its shoulders.
Okay. You're not in surprise round, though.
Why not? He doesn't know that I'm even there. He thinks that it's just Joe in the room.
He reacted to all... Let me roll his perception. Yeah, he's aware of your presence.
Okay. Either way, I'm still throwing a rock at the skeleton.
Yeah.
Does it 20 hit?
It's in a pile of rubble now.
Good.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay.
You X'd the wrong person, Sammy.
Yes, I did. Thank you for catching that. Why did I X him?
Yeah, it happens.
Okay. Okay. He says, "I don't know who you are, but I will not tolerate this." I actually don't know how he would react. He just says, "Just fuck you." That's effectively what he's doing.
Yeah, I told you this place was unsafe. Look at that loose rock just flying around.
"Arise, my beautiful monstrosities," he yells out. Fuck, Yeah, he moves over there and casts a spell.
Okay. my turn?
Yep.
I'm going to cast a spell, then move upstairs, and that's my turn. Sammy, my armor class is now 21.
You cast what, shield or something?
Yeah, I cast a shield spell.
Okay. Damn. Joe, what do you wish to do?
Did you skip? I think you. Never mind.
30, and you take quick draw 2 daggers and throw them at him.
Okay.
9 and 19.
9 and 19. 9 does not hit, 19 does.
For 1 damage.
Okay. Okay. Ken, what do you wish to do? Ken? Hello?
Hello. Maybe he's just watching our backs.
Yeah, we can skip over him for now.
I guess maybe it's just restarting. Alright then, Mike, what do you wish to do?
Let's see here. Let me count the spaces. Are these stairs 5 feet going up or 10 feet going up?
5 feet going down.
All right.
That's right, you have 40 feet of movement. You're pretty fast.
Did you say I'm pretty fat?
Fast. Fast.
He's actually both. His character took the obese flaw.
That's right, you're very fat and very fast. Even though that does not make any sense.
It does for a monk.
Fat guys can be fast, we just don't go very far.
He's kind of based on the fat Buddha, you know?
I guess that's true.
As a Shaolin monk, he does like kung fu and stuff.
Yeah, and you also like to grapple and just break people's heads off.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's more of a wrestler than a jump kicker. But I'll go over there and try to get into it with this guy. Uh-oh, only got a 9 to hit.
No.
Making me run all the way over here. I'm all out of breath now. Jeez.
Oh, Ken, your turn got skipped last time. You want to go?
Oh, yeah, Ken.
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna shoot at him.
And Mike's doing some breathing attack.
No, I just noticed that's there. Is that something you put there, Sammy, or is that something that I put there and forgot about?
It's not me.
misses.
6 does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay.
I think it's because I refreshed my pro level account. I must have set this up last time I had the pro account.
Probably.
I like the blood splatter.
From the 4 tanks, creatures spill out onto the ground.
Knowledge religion to identify him?
Yep, they're all undead.
That was my butt.
I got a religion. I got a 27 religion to identify him.
21?
27.
27. You can identify troglodyte zombies.
Troglodyte zombies. Okay. DR.
DR slashing.
Mm.
And
How much
say,
slashing?
yeah, and also a bugbear zombie.
So this, okay, the troglodytes. Okay, they all have slashing. How much is the DR though?
5.
Slashing.
It's 5.
Okay.
It's 5 slashing.
All right.
Bugbear runs all the way there. And that one runs all the way over there. And then they, wait. Yeah, I guess you would be the ghost one. I mean, the one, natural one. So 2 attack Ken, 1 attacks Joe, and he says, nope, I'm moving over here. And he attacks you. Ooh. He hits. So as you're just fighting one troglodyte zombie, the bugbear just runs up and smacks you upside the head with a morning star.
Lovely.
That's not very nice, zombie dude. He deals 4 damage.
Okay.
Let's see. That troglodyte can't do anything. That troglodyte attacks Joe with a 16 to hit.
Still got my shield, and I'm not flat-footed, so he misses.
Didn't you just throw 2 daggers, though?
That's true. He gets it.
Okay. Wait, what? He does a lot of damage. That's 11. Holy snap. Let's see. What is your spell list? Never put it down because spell lists are hard for me. Okay. He casts a spell again. And that's what his turn goes. While moving over there, 5-foot step there to try and protect himself. Paul?
My turn. Okay. Let's see. Okay, now let's... Okay, this one over here that I'm pinging is too far away, but the other 3 of them need a DC 16 will save.
Okay, what happens?
Depends if they pass or not.
You'll find out when what the ability you do washes over them.
It's turn undead. If they failed, they take 8 damage. If they pass, they take 4.
Yeah, you see him visibly get damaged by that.
Oh, so we're okay. Cool. That's it for me.
Okay. Joe!
I make a concentration check, and I burning hands the 2 troglodytes and the wizard for a reflex save of 14.
One troglodyte has partial cover from you, so he gets a bonus.
Okay. Would making a 5-foot step to the north have cleared his cover?
Yeah, he wouldn't get the bonus.
Okay.
Didn't matter. He's rolled so low, so even if he had like a plus, you need like a plus 15 save to help him.
And I did 5 damage.
Okay. He takes... The one in front of you apparently dodges out of the way as this is happening. But the one in back doesn't see it coming.
And the necromancer?
He dodges out of the way. Ken?
It's not.
What?
Sword. Drop my bow so I can draw my long and attack the bugbear.
Okay.
It's rolling.
The site is just so dickish today.
Yeah.
15. Does not hit. He deflects it.
That sucks.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, Mike, what do you wish to do? Mike? Oh, he's muted. Why is Mike muted?
Sorry, I forgot I was muted. I'm going to use a racial ability called Stomp. I stomp my feet, and everyone within a 20-foot cone makes a reflex save, DC 17, or fall prone, and take 1d4 non-lethal damage. And then I'm going to, if assuming they go down, I'm going to use, if the main guy goes down, not necessarily the other two guys, I'm going to spend a card to add a d6 to that damage. So all three of those guys need a DC 17 reflex save.
That's a high DC.
It's 10 plus spell. It's a spell-like ability. 10 plus spell level plus charisma bonus plus 4 for a feat. What's the feat bonus? Oh, for my vow of non-violence, I add plus 4 to it since it does non-lethal damage.
Okay, DC 17?
Yeah.
Okay, the two zombies fall on their ass.
Okay. How about the big guy?
He stays standing.
All right. Well, that sucks. The zombies won't take any damage because it's non-lethal only, and they undead are immune to non-lethal damage.
He just glares in your general direction, though.
I'll wink at him.
Now he's twitching.
Okay.
He's wondering, like, what the fuck is this guy? It's his turn. He takes a... He just runs all the way over there. I'll just move him there, just to be be better. And, just... Oh yeah, he casts that spell, so now he casts another spell. I better see what this does so I know how exactly to do this. There we go. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, that's what's happening. Wrong spell, because that one's already been cast. Okay. Let's see. Joe injured him. Oh yeah, it actually says his priorities. He's going after, fuck it, Paul, that's it. He's going after you, Paul.
That's fucked up, man.
Why?
I'm just broken.
He gets a +2 to this attack roll. It doesn't add it though. 12 touch attack?
No.
Ah. Okay. That's his turn. Now the undead move. One of them just moves over there and does absolutely nothing. And this one just straight up. Oh wait, yeah, he has this. What's the penalties for standing up? I forget.
Takes a move action, which as a zombie with their zombies limitation, they basically would take their entire move, just stand up, and then.
Okay.
So basically, zombies lose their turn.
Okay, these two zombies over here just stand up, and that's it. And this one moves over to the cleric, and this one just starts attacking Ken.
Also, standing up provokes an attack of opportunity from me and this whoever is standing next to me. Is that Joe?
Yeah. Go ahead, roll. I'll be rolling the attacks against two other people.
I hit the zombie troglodyte, but don't do enough damage to pierce its damage reduction.
So the 12 hit at 3 speed?
Motherfucker, roll.
Yeah.
No.
Damn. Okay.
Hey, Joe, aren't you using a dagger?
No, I got a rapier.
Oh.
Okay, why did these attacks not go through? A 10 does not hit, and that second attack doesn't exist.
I don't know that one.
Okay.
But an 18 does not hit because you raised your AC,
Yeah.
and that's its turn.
This guy that guy made 3 attacks on me? Never mind now.
No.
Never mind.
The middle attack of those 3 does not exist because the game was being because the site was being stupid.
Gotcha. Okay.
He just angrily says at you, "Leave me be!" Paul, it's your move.
Okay.
Also, he also states, "I will kill you for interrupting my work."
Rafe, how are you looking? Joe, how bad off do you look?
About half down.
Okay. How far would that be? Okay. I'm gonna roll a couple of tumble checks. Try to avoid the attacks of Op. But I'm gonna move over to Joe. So.
Do any attacks of opportunity trigger?
21 on the first guy, so I don't provoke from him, and then 25 from the second guy. So actually, because I'm so through, I'm actually gonna go through a space. No, I'm joking. I'm just gonna cut between.
Just being a boss.
I avoid the attacks of Op. I'm gonna roll a concentration check.
I don't think he can get to me though.
Why not?
I think it counts as 10 feet of movement to go 5 feet while you're tumbling.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, where did I start from? Here. Okay. I'll go to
F speed through an area occupied by enemy. I'm not sure about by them though.
I wasn't going through his base. I was basically I would have gone from here to here.
Tumble at 1/2 speed as part of normal movement, provoking no attacks of opportunity while doing so.
Is there a way you can increase the DC to go full speed?
No.
I think it would be 25.
You still move
25
at half.
means you could go at half speed through an area occupied by an enemy rather than just by.
Okay, well, I go to there. Actually, I'm going to cast a spell first over here.
Okay.
And I have combat casting, so that gives me a +4 to my check.
Always nice to have that feat.
Well, I only took it because it's a requirement for prestige class I'm looking at.
Ah.
So
Still a nice
yeah.
feat to have.
Yeah. I got a 22, so I cast Shield of Faith on myself, so my armor class is now 23.
Oh man, you're gonna have a very high AC.
Earlier levels, yeah, I will. So then I just, I can go, what, 10? Okay, let's see. That'd be 10 feet. 20 feet. 30 feet. And that's where I will end my turn.
Okay. Joe.
Made a tumble check, rolled 10, 25, 30. I think Mike's got the one on him, so I'm going to... Got a 20 to disrupt undead spell on the one just below Paul. For 6 damage.
Checks or saves or anything?
I think they just straight up take a d6 damage.
Yeah, it's just a ranged touch attack.
So 6 damage, got it. Oh, ranged touch attack.
Yeah.
At a 20 to hit unnatural.
Okay. Ken, your move.
It's going to attack the troglodyte. For
That's in that one.
Yep.
I forget, I don't think nat 1s do anything.
On attack rolls, it just ends your turn.
Okay. Mike.
Yeah. I guess I'll go all out on this dude in front of me here. I'll roll for my flailing strike. Alright, I'll make one attack then.
Okay.
20 for 9 damage.
Yep.
Is he still standing?
Yep.
Grapple check.
And you really like to grapple these things.
That's what I do. When your only tool is a hammer, every problem looks like a nail.
Okay, you're grappling a zombie now.
Good. In that case, I will do another set of damage. Of course, it's non-lethal, of course, it's not non-lethal. So, this zombie takes 20 points of damage in total.
Okay.
Okay, we are going straight to the bathhouse after this adventure. I'll pay for it, man.
Okay. Now it's his turn.
Long enough arms. I'm not hugging these guys. I've just got them in my hand. Especially if it's like a little troglodyte zombie, I just gotta pick him up.
He's your size, though.
Is he?
Yeah.
I'm like the absolute largest that a medium creature can possibly be.
Let me phrase that. I forgot that. He's medium size, so he's just a little bit smaller than you.
I'm like 7'5".
These things are 5 feet.
So I just pick him up by both of his arms, like grab both its shoulders and just pick it straight up, holding it out at arm's length and just shake it to do the damage.
Okay. That's one way to do it. And he tries to break. Wait, can he fight back as?
Yeah, it's a zombie. I mean, that's grapple checks are what zombies do. That's
Also, you could use all natural
bad
attacks.
to grapple zombies.
Yeah. He tries to break free.
All right.
No, he does not. This other one...
With my powerful build racial ability, I count as either large or medium, whichever is most advantageous to me in any given moment. So I grapple as a large creature.
Yeah. Well, the other zombie just moves closer, can't do anything. And this one will do an attack on Paul.
Alright.
Fails. And this one will do an attack on Ken. And that hits.
Ow.
Man, this thing is wailing on you. For 5 damage. Okay. And now he... Yeah, he does that again. Add +2 to this roll for against Paul. 20 does not hit you.
Why was it a +2 against me?
Spectral Hand is being used to deliver a touch attack at range.
Oh, it's just a touch AC?
Yeah.
Then yeah, 18 hits my touch AC.
20, technically speaking.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Make a fortitude save.
Okay.
Because the spell says fortitude negates.
18 fortitude save.
That's enough to pass it. He twitches in response. Go down! As he just runs over here to cover. Paul, your move.
Kendrick, what kind of armor are you wearing right now?
Master class leather.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do a concentration check. Get a 23. I cast Lesser Vigor on you. So you gain a hit point back this round, and in every round, on my turn, you will gain another hit point back.
Okay.
So, like, if for some reason the spell is still in effect and you go unconscious, you will automatically stabilize.
That's a nice spell to have.
Yeah. So that's so I do that.
Well, it's for what? 8 rounds plus your level?
I think it's 10 rounds plus my level. I think up to a maximum of like 40 or something. I forget.
40?
Yeah, it's long. I mean, it won't last that long because I'm not a 30 level character, but I'm second, so it'll last 12 rounds.
Yeah, I was thinking like, that's good. You're never making to the max level of that. This campaign doesn't go that far.
So that's my turn.
Joe.
I will move 20 feet and cast a Disrupt Undead. I only had a 7 to hit the troglodyte, so I'm guessing it missed.
Yeah.
Well, it is a touch attack, so it might have hit.
7 still does not hit. You almost did, though. Ken. Ken?
Okay. 21.
Hits. Modifiers?
On the damage.
What's the strength modifier?
My modifier
Cut out the last second.
Yeah.
+3.
So 5 damage.
5 damage.
Get it. Mike, your move.
Alrighty. I'm still grappling the dude, right? So
Yep, it's failing to break free.
do another grapple check to establish a pin and do some more damage.
Okay. This thing's fucked.
Oh shit! I'm gonna use my card to re-roll that.
I'm curious, what was it?
There we go. Wait. All right.
Yeah, you pinned it.
I got him pinned, and he takes another 8 points of damage. That's bludgeoning damage, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. And now it's his turn. Zombie going to fight back. Because Zombie doesn't know anything else it can do.
Do your worst.
Grapple check. It rolled a 20.
Oh, it actually managed to break the pin, but I still got him grappled.
Yep. He's one step closer. This one next to you takes its turn to attack you while you're grappling its ally. Let me phrase that. It tries to and fails to help its ally.
Well, I am technically flat-footed while I'm grappling.
Does a 7 hit you?
No. Okay, so my AC would be 17, though.
And these two zombies over here try and attack Paul and Ken.
Ouch.
Oh shit, that's a nat 20. Yeah, that's a nat 20.
Yeah.
Damage works by what? I forget, just like doubling the modifier or something?
No, if you have to roll to confirm. And if you
Right.
confirm, you just roll another attack to see if you confirm.
You know, Sammy, this doesn't... the wording on this doesn't seem super clear, but it seems like this feat that I have means that I don't count as being grappled when I'm attacked while grappled. Because it says how I can... the thing about the minus 20 penalty on grapple checks against other creatures is the standard way it always is with everyone, but then it says you're not considered grappled yourself.
Okay. I'll take a look at that after game, though, just because
Alright.
it seems like a lengthy read.
Sure.
Okay, 20 does confirm, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay, so... Damage...
Roll damage.
What?
So it's what he's using, a rapier or a scimitar?
Morning Star.
A morning star. So it's just double damage.
Okay, I rolled damage as soon as roll 20 would show it. Man, I hate the laggy site today. Come on, you stupid thing! Oh god, do it. So, it went from,
So I take 8.
yes.
Yeah.
It rolled minimum damage. And now Fledge's turn. He doesn't like it that someone's getting so close, so he shoots you with a ray. A ranged touch attack on Joe.
Alright, touch AC's 13.
Okay. 21. What the fuck is his caster level? 3, which means 1d. Rolling the dice. If I'm reading this right, you take 2 strength damage. Wait, take penalty to strength equal to... Yeah, you took 2 strength damage. Or, yeah, I think it's damage.
Depends what the spell is.
Ray of Enfeeblement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
Oh,
damage.
he's attacking the guy with a 10 strength with a strength train. I'm gonna do -1 damage.
Oh, that's right. I should have played that card to increase the damage. Oh well. Paul.
Holy shit, you're giving them cards?
Only bosses.
No, okay.
Yeah, bosses will get like access to one card or something if I give the players more. It doesn't matter if he uses it or not. It's currently your turn, Paul.
How far are you down, Rafe?
At 4.
4 out of what?
But I get at 5 because it's your turn and you score.
Oh, yeah. So, what's your maximum, though? Oh, I'm gonna roll a concentration check. And I got that with a 16. Can you just write down in what your maximum hit points is?
My max is 20.
Okay, and you're at 5. Okay, I'm gonna use my card to add D6 to the healing I do to him in this round.
Okay.
So I'm not sure how to remove it, but I'm gonna use it.
You click it, then drag and drop.
Oh yeah, that's right. So yeah, I'm gonna use that too. Eight, 9. You get 9 points of healing back. Plus, yeah, you already got that one, so. And that's my turn.
Total?
Yeah, you got the one from the spell on you, so you got a total of 10 back this round.
Okay.
So you're back up to 14 now. I rolled kind of shitty.
Joe?
10 for a ranged attack on that guy.
Flynn, no. Oh, that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it hits. Wait, touch attack or normal?
Ranged touch attack.
It hits.
Face that now, but got it out of the way at least. And then I move up next to the Necromancer. 10, 15. Threaten him with my rapier.
Well, that's not very nice.
Any consolation, I weakly threaten him with my rapier.
Okay, Ken, your move.
Attack the bugbear.
That bugbear is saying no.
Does it 10 hit the bugbear?
No.
Figures.
It's a touch attack or full AC?
Mine was a touch attack. I think he's just using a weapon.
Yeah, his is full AC.
Yeah. Mike, your move.
Oh, well, I still got this guy in my hand, so I'm going to keep working on him. We'll do another round of grapple checks. And actually, if it's not too late, can I use my flailing strike? Because technically it's just attack action, so... Oh, well. Still get 1, so I made my grapple check.
It failed.
30... Yeah, it's okay. So 30 beats an 18. So I'll do damage to it, and it reestablished my pin. With his damage reduction, I suppose he only takes 1 point of damage, but still got him pinned, which means I should be able to walk with him, right? So I'm going to try to get him. Let's see. Is there enough of a clear path that I could go up this way and then just jump up on and over this thing down to here? without having to use my hands? I mean, I am like 7.5 feet tall, so
It's a table, so
like a jump check, basically.
yeah.
All right, so I'm going to use my move action. Then I'm going to walk him over to here so that I can next round just throw him off the stairs. Or is this like a roof? Could I throw him out the window there or something?
Yeah, those should be windows.
I mean, is that something where what would be easier? Would it be easier to throw him out the window or just down the stairs? Because if he goes down the stairs, he's going to come back up eventually.
He doesn't look very well.
Okay.
Either or is whatever you prefer.
Okay. Good. I'll throw him out the window then. And I'll place my token so it looks like I'm actually holding him up.
Okay. His turn. Flinch does not like it when people get near him. So he takes a 5-foot step over there and casts a spell. Make a will save.
Ooh.
Joe.
Nope.
You are now afflicted with the frightened condition. Which does... I don't even know what the fuck it does.
I run away until the spell ends.
Okay. And
I
it...
think that's feared. I think frightened is a lesser condition.
Panicked, I think it would be. That's the one where you run. If you're frightened, I think it's just like
-2 to things.
I think where you just you cower, but you don't actually run away.
It says frightened creature flees from the source of its fear as best it can.
All right, I'm pretty sure that's a panic then.
Panic.
It's a spell, so. Well, if it's the spell, then so be it.
Yeah,
I
panic
do.
is when you basically drop everything. You still suffer like penalties. Here, I can post it in chat to see like the full condition. That's what it says for the site I have.
Okay.
Okay. That's his thing, and he doesn't really react otherwise. Zombies, zombie just walks over here and does nothing. This one just says, "No, I want to eat your flesh. Give me it." And you're not giving it to him.
Nope.
And that one does shit. Okay, Paul, your move.
Oh, how nice of you to all join around me.
Well, they're all idiots. What do you expect?
Yes, and I say, Great Goddess Shaneen, grant me the power to smite these filthy creatures from existence.
Oh, you're going to do turn undead?
And I, yes, turn undead, so they get a will
You could have
save.
used the word fiend so it rhymed.
What's that?
You could have said just fiend so it rhymed.
True.
What's the DC?
16 will save. For
Okay.
half damage.
Only one's passed.
Good. I'm hoping this one he's crafting. Come on, give me some big numbers. 8 damage. So 8 or 4.
It wafts over them and does mega damage. The one Mike's grappling is disintegrated.
Oh, nice. Can I tell which one took the half damage?
This guy.
Okay.
Okay, now I need a shower. That was not cool.
Technically, you just got a shower.
You were
If you were
pinning this
carrying
guy
it
a
over your
second
head.
ago, so how do you...
Oh,
I was just holding him above my head, about to throw him out the window, and you just disintegrated him, and all that dust just fell on top of me.
oh, and Rafe, you get another hit point back.
Joe, it's your move.
Oh well, I'll go throw that necromancer out the window.
Do you say that out loud?
I mutter it under my breath. Sufficiently that he would need a really good listen check to hear it.
I'm just gonna say he doesn't notice, because if he did, he might panic.
There was a burst of holy energy, and I go, "Oh fuck, I'm out of here."
Bye bye. Flinch just has a smile on his face, seeing like, yes, one of them's retreating. At least now I have less to work with. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Ken.
Attack this bugbear.
This hits.
Four damage.
Yay, you stab it. My
Don't you
dear.
have two of them fighting?
What?
I thought Rafe had two of them fighting from his ranger combat style.
I casualty till next.
No, okay.
Mike, your move?
Yeah. Am I muted again?
No.
No, I can hear you.
Well, damn it. All right. How much of a move it is it to jump up on the table here?
You're just gonna try and just jump all the way over there, Tim, aren't you?
Ultimately, yes, that's what I'd like to do. I mean, I have 40 feet of movement, so I could just go there, but I don't think that's a straight shot, is it? I'd have to like make a jump check up onto the table, and then maybe another jump check to the table with the dead guy, and then a third jump check to that table.
Can you make me 2 jump checks?
Let's see what happens. I don't have ranks in jump, but I have a good strength score. What do you think of that?
The first one's a 6. I don't believe you can just automatically fail skill checks.
Well, I mean, it's not. I didn't jump high enough to get up there, but yeah, I don't automatically fail. It's just it is what it is. So a 6 jump is like I tried to jump and I didn't make it. But actually, I think if I didn't make it, I'd still be able to grab with my hands and turn it into a climb check,
Go ahead, make a climb check.
and probably just lose 5 feet of movement for doing so.
Okay. I'll say you make it up onto the table very close to him, but not actually in his face. Just
Like there.
5 feet away. Yeah, roughly there. Just out of your reach.
Just out of my reach.
Yeah. You have...
But I have. Well, I guess that this would be a test of the powerful build ability because I'm treated as either large or medium, whichever is most advantageous at any given moment. So, does that mean is he just out of my 5-foot reach, but I could lean into it and get 10 feet of reach?
You could have 10-foot reach?
That's part of the half giant racial ability is powerful build. I'm treated as either large or medium, whichever is most advantageous.
I didn't know that gave you reach.
If I'm large, it gives me reach. That's the thing. It doesn't really go into very many specifics. I think they kind of just generally assume that you're just going to talk about like grapple bonuses and stuff. But I mean, if you look large, you would have a 10-foot reach.
I will look into this more after game to see if you actually have that, but for now I'll say you do.
Okay, since I'm up on a table and elevated, I'll use a kick this time. And
You're the same level as him. The table goes up to the floor.
oh, the table. Oh, it's all right. I see. In that case, I'll make it a punch.
Okay.
25 to hit for 7 damage. What do you think?
You just knocked his rockers off.
What's that mean?
You punch
Is he still standing? Because if so, I'm going to grapple him.
He does not like this.
That's 7 points of non-lethal, by the way. If he's mortal human.
He's normal human.
All right. Well, I grapple him then and put him in a hold.
Yeah, he can't fight back.
Take another 8 non-lethal.
He's unconscious.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Well, you still have zombies to worry about.
True.
Yeah, but at least we got rid of him. Or took him out temporarily.
Let's see. Joe, you are feared for, let's see, 3 rounds. If it says 1 round per level, so it's 3 rounds you're afraid of him. But does it still apply if he's unconscious?
Check out the little midget with the coin and the severed head.
What?
I'm down on the floor below, so I walk over and check out that midget statue with the severed head on a platter and the platinum coin.
Well, aren't you just... I think you'd just be running away for the however many rounds that spell works.
I looked it up. If I'm out of sight and hearing from him, I don't have to flee anymore till I see or hear him again.
So you're just going to stay down there for a few rounds and let them finish up everything upstairs.
I'm still shaken, so a -2 in combat until the spell ends, regardless whether or not he's present.
Okay, so 4 more on Ken,
Yep.
and that's about all they do. All the zombies do. I'll tell you what down the. Let's see, what happens with down there with the little midget head. Do you like interact with it?
Pretty much I'm just grabbing the coin.
It immediately triggers intruder, intruder, intruder.
Thank you.
Also, the coin's like, I think it was worth 50 gold.
Oh, nice.
I'll have to check what it says. I briefly read over it. Oh wait, that's not it. That's
Probably not important right this second.
I guess it's just a normal. Oh wait, the silver tray the head is on is worth 50 gold. And it's also Paul's turn. Yeah, it's just a normal platinum piece.
I say, by the power of the great elf goddess Sheen, I will cleanse your filth from this world, and another turn undead.
The zombie in front of you right here looks like it's about to collapse from a breath of strong air.
Good. That means he'll die if he passes. So DC 16. I'll roll my D6s. 6 damage. So 3 or 6.
What kind of will save does this creature have? So the one that passed from last time passed again.
He's just rolling well.
The guy has like nerves of steel and says, "I'm not going anywhere, bitch."
Yeah.
This one dies. The bugbear is visibly wounded by it, and that one's just saying, "No, I'll stay here and keep wailing on you, even if it does nothing."
Yeah, you ready for you there? Well, you got a hit point back from my last turn. I don't know if you heard that, and then now you get another hit point back from my turn coming
Yep.
up now. Okay.
Yeah, I got him.
Okay.
And Joe, it's currently your moves, and you're just hanging out down below.
I move up to the base of the stairs, ready to run up the next turn.
Okay. And then
Although,
Ken,
technically, if I cover my ears and close my eyes, I can walk upstairs.
but then you also could just fall flat on your ass.
Yeah.
Try for this bugbear again.
Yeah, he looks incredibly wounded. Lots of flesh just disintegrated from from Paul's holy power. 11 does not hit.
11.
Mike,
Yeah.
You
This guy is this guy still standing, or you said he's unconscious?
let me give him an appropriate little token thing for him.
Okay.
I know there's one.
Yeah, there's one that makes him look like he's sleeping.
Yeah, that one.
All right. Well, in that case, how's Paul looking over there?
I'm good. I haven't taken any damage.
You have 3 zombies on you, though.
2 now.
2, what's that other thing there?
A dead
Well,
one.
Two zombies are dead, and then 2 of them are still alive. Yeah, I got 1 troglodyte zombie and a bugbear zombie, and then Rafe is to my left.
I'll do a charge on this one where it's just this, like, mass of kung fu blubber flying at him.
If he actually has a sentient mind, he'd say, "Oh God, this is gonna hurt." Yeah. So what do you do?
Let's fill it out a survey. 25 for 10 damage. That's with the charge bonus. I'm assuming that hits, right?
Yep. And he took 5 damage.
If he's still standing, I'll grab him and try to shove his face right into my armpit.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah, that's the idea.
He does not succeed.
Well, in that case, my armpit deals an additional 13 points of damage.
My God, that's a powerful armpit. Okay. Bugbear zombie still wants to smash you. He fails. This one's just gonna.
Oh, at least he missed.
Yeah, and he does. The zombie tries to grapple free, but he's not going to succeed unless Mike's get
Who
a.
knows? Maybe I'll roll a 1.
Yeah,
Nope.
you already rolled like 2. So Paul, what do you wish to do?
Gonna take a 5-foot step. I'll roll tumble check. I failed the tumble check, so I provoke, but I'm just gonna move over there and well,
Only one can attack.
Okay. So I go over to there. I'm going to use one of my slashing arrows so I can do full damage to him, and I'm going to make an attack. And I rolled a 1, so I botched. Never mind, that's my turn. And then Rafe gets another point back.
Yep.
And
Okay.
Joe, you're finally free from the fear.
30, 10, 20, 30. Over behind the vat. Done.
Okay. Ken? Okay, Mike, how do you wish to... You're going to grapple him again?
I think I'm still grappling, right?
Yeah.
So, I will
Punch.
take advantage of my flailing strike ability to gain some extra attack actions, perhaps, if I'm lucky. Waiting for the dice. Well, god damn it! I guess I'm just gonna hold him.
Okay. He tries to fight back with a grapple.
All right.
He's probably not going to succeed. He doesn't.
See, I wanted to get at least 2 attack actions with my flailing strike so I could establish a pin and then throw him out the window.
And the bugbear tries to swing at Ken, but he's failing.
Good.
Oh yeah, he. How often do you recover non-lethal damage? Like once every hour?
I
Yeah.
believe, yeah, 1 point per hour.
All right then. He's not getting up. Paul, so
Okay, my turn. I'm gonna get out another slashing arrow and try to shoot him in the side of the head. And hopefully not botch again. There we go. It's 15 plus 6, 21 to shoot him with the slashing arrow.
the bugbear, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay, you hit.
Okay.
His feeble little shield and arms do not protect him.
He takes 9 slashing damage.
He is still up, and my god, is he damaged.
That's my turn.
Ken. No, not Ken, Joe.
Is Necromancer down or something?
Yeah, he's unconscious.
I guess I will start tying him up, gagging, and blindfolding.
Okay. Ken.
Yeah, I would have set him down very gently too. He's like looks all comfy and cozy on the ground, like he's just taking a nap.
Attack bugbear again.
I spend a card to give you a reroll.
$11.
God damn it. That bugbear is apparently your arch nemesis or something.
Right?
Mike.
I'll try the same thing I tried last time. There we go. So now I'm going to establish a pin. Damn it, I'll try again. Roll another grapple check for him.
I clicked it.
Okay.
Also, you passed the first one.
I did? I got a... Oh, yeah, that's because the order it went in. So I guess this second grapple check would be the one necessary to throw him out the window.
Okay, he just flew out the window. Well, not really doing anything. He just arms and legs out and just goes on the ground.
We'll take care of him when we leave if he's still walking around.
He's dead. And this bugbear, he is determined to attack Ken.
That bugbear's still going. I'm going to take a 5-foot step in that direction.
Bugbear does nothing. Paul.
Another slashing arrow and try to put this one this side of his head also.
Yeah, he doesn't have much left.
Regular 20 to hit
Hits.
for 9 more damage slashing.
Yeah, he's dead.
Nice.
Thank God.
I'm going to go recover the arrow I missed with.
Okay, let's see. Mike, go there.
No, I was there because I took a 5-foot step toward the guy because I was going to go attack him before Paul took him out.
I was actually just moving. I was moving him to the DM later, so I was trying to move him out, trying to click him. Okay, and yay, you beat him. You beat up an old guy, a little nerd up in his little watchtower while he was trying to study crap.
Joe, do you have him hogtied and everything?
Not yet, but I have several lengths of rope in my pocket here that I'm going to draw out and use one of them to bind his hands and remove his spell component pouch.
Good idea.
I'll hand over his spell components and any other personal gear to the party spellcaster. I guess that would be Paul, right?
Yeah, I'm the only spellcaster in the group.
Wait, he has a spell component pouch?
I'm assuming he does, and I'll assume that Paul, as the resident spellcaster in our group, will know what to do with it all.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Let's see. Combat gear is a dagger, an amulet, and a master key.
I said we give the master key to our rogue friend, like Joe.
It opens all the locks in this building. That's it.
Nice.
Because that's going to be one of my strategies when I take levels in Rogue, is that once I have people grappled, I'm going to make sleight of hand checks to remove their spell component pouch or spell books or other sorts of things, the holy symbols, whatever. So you might have a high-level cleric grappling with me. He finally gets free and finds that he can't cast any spells because I have his holy symbol.
It makes no mention of a spell component pouch in his possessions.
Okay.
It's either just something he don't mind to add, or they're just like he doesn't have it. I don't know.
If he's a wizard, he would have one. He wouldn't. Because that's how he would cast his spells. It just might be something
Sorcerer,
where.
he might not, because sorcerers eschew materials.
Yeah.
No, he's a wizard. I guess it's just something they don't mind. I mean, they care to add to the sheet.
Yeah, I think it's just assumed.
Yeah.
Just like assume a cleric will have a holy symbol.
Yeah.
Once he's tied up and secured, instead of having to wait so long for him to become conscious, I'm just gonna spam Cure Minor until he's at 1 hit point, and he's conscious again.
Okay. You do. Did you take his amulet?
I would have taken everything that other than his basic clothing.
Yeah.
For the sake of modesty.
Amulet
I'm also
of
gonna-
yeah. It's an amulet of natural armor +1.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I took all jewelry or anything else he had in his pockets. All he's wearing is like his underpants and a shirt, basically.
Who wants the amulet?
Probably everybody but Mike.
Well, I have magic.
D20?
I mean, I'll say you guys can roll off for it if you want, you and Rafe.
You can do it another time. For now, he wakes up bound, gagged, tied, blind, deafened, and everything. He's not a happy man.
Well, he can hear. I mean, we need to talk to him. We'll keep the blindfold on so he can't. Well, I guess we can take the blindfold off too. He's already seen us.
Well, if he's blindfolded, he can't target us with a verbal spell.
Yeah, true. So we'll keep his blindfold on, and yeah, I mean, he can.
Does anyone have a darkness spell? You could just cast darkness on his face.
Tieflings have it as a racial spell-like ability.
It's not like absolute darkness. It's like a black fog spell.
No, I know, but you for example, cast it on a sack and then turn the sack inside out and put it over his head.
Wouldn't the sack just blind him just as effectively without a spell?
No, you'd probably see through the sack. If it's a cheap sack. I don't know. Whatever. Just saying.
You can definitely see him having fear in his eyes and everything. Fear in his body and everything. Okay, so
what did you do with the bones you bought from those miners?
okay, I'm actually looking. I was looking for. What did you do with the bones? The what? I needed helper, so I got Smuck's white half-orc to fetch the raw materials. I have no idea where he got. I just need some helpers. That's what he says.
Yeah, I want to know where they are now.
They were guarding the entrance to the building.
Those 3 skeletons in the first room?
Yes.
Oh,
That's
shit.
who we came here for?
Those are the corpses we needed, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
They haven't
you
gone
could have
anywhere.
told us that in the first place, and we wouldn't have had to deal with all this.
Are
We
you
didn't.
telling me you came here because of the skeletons? Cursed that pink-eyed fiend.
We came here to put their souls to rest.
Then take them. I have no need for them.
Well, I'm pretty sure you're breaking some laws here, too. I don't think necromancy, isn't that kind of frowned upon by just about everybody?
I really don't know how how it is viewed.
I mean, no, I'm kind of saying that to him and in general to everyone in the room.
I don't know how he responds because I don't know how it's viewed.
Isn't what he's doing here kind of frowned upon in such a way that we should now take him to the local authority figures and have him charged with a crime and stuff like that?
Go ahead. He just angrily stares at you.
I'm asking this question of the rest of the party.
That I don't. Oh, you know what, Sammy? I'll roll a knowledge local to see if that's the law or not. I got a 25 knowledge local.
I don't know what the law is.
Well, let's find out. Let's haul this guy off to the local authority figure, whoever that may be, and tell him about how he's up here stealing dead bodies and doing strange, weird things with them, and animating corpses and messing around with necromancy and such.
Sounds good.
Okay.
That's something that they're okay with.
Okay. He can't fight back, and
Good.
I still don't know how the law reacts.
That's
Well,
fine.
You
give
got to
it some
decide.
time till we collect up those skeletons and take them back to the village. What would be closer, the local authority figures or the village? Actually, come to think of it, let's bring him with us as we bury the skeletons, and we'll make him do the actual work, just so that we can make sure that he gets some amount of justice before we hand him over, just in case they're totally corrupt. We can force him to dig the graves for these people, give
The
them
graves are
proper
already
burial,
dug. That's the thing.
and then we'll bring him back to town and turn him over to the cops.
The graves are already dug, though.
Well, we'll fill him in.
We need at least one more dug for the bones of the ghost.
A burial chamber already exists for him.
Yeah.
I searched the lab for anything worth money.
Well, Joe's
Lab
searching,
equipment.
I'm gonna question
Lab equipment, rare ingredients.
Ah, there it is, the treasure section of the magazine. Let's see. His fine silver operating instruments are worth 500 gold as a set. A 20 gold piece emerald is lodged in the throat of the corpse on the operating table. Why the fuck is that there?
So that's why he's cutting up all these corpses. They have like
Yeah. You had something, Joe?
side.
Okay. You find on one of the shelves flanking the operating table sits a glass tube with about a foot long and a half wide. A slime green worm bobs in the murky chemical solution in the jar.
Gross. Sammy, can you please save my token to my character sheet here?
Yeah. Anything
Excuse
else?
me.
I don't think there's anything of gold value left.
I did want to check those shelves again in the dining room. You said there was silverware on there. Was there anything else?
Oh, on the first floor?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let me check what table is 5? So it'd be here. I think it says it doesn't. Oh, right there it is. 200 on the rotting shelves.
Okay.
Okay, so now you take the dude all the way back to the.
Well, I wanted to question him some more before we did that.
Okay.
I want to ask him why, what his experiments. What exactly was he trying to find or accomplish with them?
You're gonna have to be a bit more specific about that. He was doing a number of things.
Okay, the corpses we mentioned, the ones you had those guys acquire for you. For what did you need them for?
Helpers. He told you that.
So you just want undead helpers, okay?
He doesn't particularly like the living, or he's not a very social or likable person. So he gets undead to do his dirty work. They're reliable.
Okay, but Belabar Smack sent you the coin, and his goons helped set you up here. What does Belabar Smack exactly want from you that he's providing? Paying your fee to be here.
Why did Smank bring him here?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
What's he get out of it?
Okay, a little bit off from the question, but it definitely relates to this one. Let's see. He wanted him to investigate the green worm in his lab because apparently it's something that spooked him, I believe he says. Oh yeah. Smeek called him here because people he knows of are dealing with some undead stuff, and he wanted an expert brought in to help him with that.
What did you learn about the little worm?
The little worm... let's see. He nicked it from the mine. It's very rare. Dead now. What did he learn? Okay, so apparently it's just part of some kind of undead creature, which makes unkillable zombies, and they just like to just crawl within bodies and turn you undead.
And where did Smank find this little thing? What mine?
In Dowerstone Mine.
Okay, so I'm going to do a knowledge local and see if I know who owns Dowerstone Mine. Or is that already Bellabar Smack that owns it?
As far as you're aware, it is not owned by him.
I got a 21 knowledge local.
No, wait, I don't remember what it says about it, because it doesn't really state, like, who is owning the place. I think it said, like, somewhere that Smook is the piece who, like, owns the place.
Okay,
Well, if the information's not in the module, then it's not actually relevant, so you can just make up whatever.
I'm just gonna go with he owns the place.
and if it turns out that's wrong later on, then so be it. We'll just go with that for now.
Okay, I'm just gonna go with that because it's I believe that's it, right? Okay, any other things?
Well, we asked about why he was here, about the green thing, Balabar Smunk.
Check the letter with him, make sure S is Smite.
Yeah.
You wish to confirm the letter you found on his desk?
Yeah.
Okay, he does mention that he got that from Smink.
What the hell is he doing in his mind that he's coming across these things? He doesn't know what they do, so it's not his doing. So who's he working with? What is he doing?
Flynn doesn't know. He doesn't know directly what happens. He just knows. He tells you that Smink worked out a deal with some dwarf down there. And what was down there made him sick, and that's why he called upon him.
Are we still having this conversation in the necromancer's office?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
We
So
moved the map over here, so we're going to take the necromancer and force him to do some labor to help us properly bury all the bodies that were in his tower, and then we're going to take him and hand him over to the authorities, right?
Yeah, we will.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess at some point I go rent the wagon again if we're going to be hauling all the dead bodies with us.
You're renting a wagon? I thought you bought one.
I'll buy a wagon.
Well, I mean, they're cheap enough that you just kind of buy it, use it until you're done with it, and then just leave it.
Please don't actually pay. Don't actually just take any money away for that kind of stuff, unless you really want to.
Like when Patrick Starr on SpongeBob won a car in some contest, and he drove it around, and finally it just stopped driving, and he looked at it and said, "Oh, this there says E. I guess that means enough." And he just left it on the side of the road and walked away.
Any other questions?
We asked about the green worms. We asked about the smoke. He found it. So basically, he's working with a dwarf, and then the dwarf did something. He found that worm. He didn't like that, so maybe there's a rift between him and this dwarf. You don't know the dwarf's name?
Flinch does not.
Okay.
Only that it's just some dwarf down in the mine. He's never met him.
Okay. All right. I mean, if you're going back to town to get a wagon and stuff, I can say I just did all this while you were doing that. And then mean, there's probably some question I should be asking that I'm forgetting to ask, but I can't think of anything else right now.
They prepared a lot of different questions and answers.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Here's a good question. What else can you tell us of interest that would give us a reason not to kill you?
That sounds good.
That's very broad and very hard for me to answer.
He already told us that.
I guess I'll just do it with this one answer. I know would definitely feel that. The Age of Worms he tells you about that apparently this dwarf is a part of in some degree. He doesn't know much. But he says the Age of Worms is the waiting age, an era of catastrophe. What the fuck does that pronounce?
Catastrophe?
Catastrophe that lurks in the shadows of every tomorrow. That's a very weird saying. Scholars obsessed with apocalyptic visions claim that its advent signals an intermediate period of suffering in which the cosmic scale shifts drastically towards evil and the light fades from the world.
Hate when that happens.
So basically, this fucker's working with a dwarf that seems to be part of some cult that's trying to bring about the end times.
It is mentioned that both Flynn doesn't care about this shit, he doesn't like this, and neither does Smuck.
Oh, look at that. Bad guys with some kind of conscience. Amazing.
Oh, Flint's just like studying undead. He doesn't care about the world. It can live, die, whatever, it doesn't matter to him. Smuck is just basically an ass, but he likes to live.
Well, I say after we drop him off with the... Yeah, I mean, there is a guardhouse in the city, like in the main area. And then after we get the bodies buried, we'll head back to town, drop him off, and then I'll do some gather information checks about the dwarf Flynn mentioned.
Oh, look, we're not even out of the sight. Owl bears is.
They don't exist.
Well,
Okay.
I'll stand there with my arms crossed and try to look intimidating as he digs and make sure he works up a good sweat.
The graves exist already.
Well, we're going to dig some really nice fresh ones.
Are we making him bury the dead troglodyte and bugbear?
Yeah, sure. Well, that we can do right outside the tower, though. We don't need to support them.
Okay, so he buries the troglodytes, he buries the bugbears, the skeletons, and he buries the entire family.
Most of this is just, hard labor in the form of punishment while I'm standing over it with my arms crossed looking intimidating.
Yeah. Does he ask you if you'll just let him go after all this so he can just go home?
No, we're turning him over to the authorities. I'll be right back. My tea's tooting.
Okay. Well, then after he buries all the bodies and everything, you turn him over to the authorities who take him into custody and lock him in a jail cell.
Sounds good to me.
Weirdest way ever.
Alright.
Now what?
Yeah, we're making him work his ass off, sweat his face off, and break his back digging, and then we're going to hand him over to the authority figures. And when we get there, I'm going to try to. I think I'll start with a diplomacy check, even though I only have a +4. I don't know if anyone else has a better diplomacy, but
Not yet.
we want to try to talk to whoever's in charge in town and try to convince them that this is a bad guy who needs to go to jail or whatever it is that they do.
I think the guy in charge is a notable person, but I don't remember who it is.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Would you let us do a aid another check with diplomacy, where we all roll diplomacy, and then whoever gets the highest roll is the main roll, and the rest count as aid another checks?
Sure.
Groovy.
All right. I got it. I got an 11.
I got 10.
12.
Oh, I accidentally rolled. Oh, I see. That's the intimidate. Never mind. Yeah, I got 10. So basically a +2 to whoever else rolls.
Joel, you got a 12, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, so total of 16 then.
All right.
What about?
So you're talking to the town guards, right?
Well, I guess so. I mean, I'm assuming that didn't you make a knowledge local to know who to go to?
Yeah.
And Sammy, I mean, just look in the first chapter module. It should say in there who the sheriff is or whatever.
Let's see.
Sheriff
Diamond
or
Lake.
something. Captain of the town guard.
Oh wow! It just tells me Governor Mayor Lennon Neff is the person who apparently runs the place.
Okay. Well, we're going to go to him. We'll go up to his house or office or whatever it is.
Okay. He thanks you for this, and he will. Oh. That is apparently the governor mayor, Lennon Nuff, is a. I think he's the one who basically owns it, and Smuff is below him. Yeah, Smunk is the mine manager, but above him would be the governor mayor.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
You're saying the mayor of the city owns the mine
Yes.
that we're talking about?
Yes, and Smunk is the one who runs it in the day-to-day operations.
That's the necromancer?
Yeah.
No, that's Smunk is the mine manager that hired the necromancer.
Ah.
Okay,
So,
when
what happens when we turn the guy over then?
He tells you he'll take care of this, and he does not like this.
Good. Thank you.
I'm also gonna tell him. I'll tell him what we heard about the little green worm and what Smank was doing, and the end times. Sounds like you got yourself a mine manager who's up to some really wicked shit.
He'll tells you that he thanks you for bringing this to his attention, and he'll look into this matter thoroughly.
Does he seem like he's genuinely concerned?
I'm gonna roll sense motive. What is sense motive? Wisdom check. I only got an 8 on my sense motive.
What was the sense motive checks?
I got 17.
He seems genuine.
Okay.
As we're walking out, I'm not gonna whisper to the group. Considering the town we're in and considering who he's affiliated with, I don't exactly trust him. So don't be surprised if he turns out to be just as crooked as the rest.
I'm never surprised by anything.
Okay, is it like nighttime at this point?
It'd be late afternoon, but still daylight out.
Do you guys want to walk back to that abandoned tomb now and just rest there for the night, or do you want to rest here and then there in the morning?
I'm ready to go.
All right, we'll head back there now, and we'll just rest when we get there.
Okay.
I got some stuff to sell off, but I'll catch up with you.
If you say so.
You're just gonna go and make camp.
And I'll just stay here in town for the night with you, and there's no point in leaving one person behind.
Okay.
If we're staying in town for the night, is there a homeless shelter I could go to work at for the rest of the evening? Soup kitchen or something?
Oh wow, I just found out the goal limit for the town. Homeless shelter. I don't know if there is one.
There isn't. Not in this little miserable town.
Yeah, probably not.
Not like a soup kitchen or something?
There's
No.
a church.
Well, wait a minute. Don't I'm still supposed to be getting a cut of loot anyway. So,
Yeah.
whoever has the party loot, please give me my fair share of the loot. I'm going to go take that to the market, buy a bunch of food, and set up a little shop someplace and create a soup kitchen of my own.
An old observatory you could set up in.
Oh yeah, that's a good spot.
The old decrepit.
A little ways out of town, though. I want to, get food immediately to the hungry, starving people in the town. I'm gonna put ranks in it. Profession, soup kitchen. That's not a thing.
Charity worker?
Yeah.
Benevolent despot?
Okay. So you spend hours just serving up food for some people who will come on by.
Basically, anybody who's hungry, the poor, the better. I from what I recall from reading about this town in the past, there is a lot of poverty here. So I'm gonna serve up some food and spread the word that tell people that I'm serving free food to those who can't afford to buy any.
That was horrible, Joe.
Like, what time do you have to leave?
I don't, due to coronavirus fears. I don't have to go anywhere today.
Okay.
That's like all the schools are being closed down.
Yeah, a lot of stuff is.
Okay. So, you guys just spend hours during, let's just say, the evening tonight, and then just going around, Mike serving up food for people who are hungry.
Actually, it's not stone soup because I'm assuming my share of loot must be at least a few hundred gold, right?
Right.
Probably.
So, with that amount of money, I could go to the market and buy some pretty good food, cook up some damn fine soup.
You're gonna be serving a lot of food to people.
Well, that's what I'm going to do all night. I don't really need to rest that much. I mean, I'll get some sleep eventually, but I'm not a spellcaster, so I'm actually full hit points. So
Okay. And the rest of the party is just like selling stuff and just hanging out. And then tomorrow morning, you wake up, get ready to go. Yes?
yeah.
Before we do that, what temple is here? Isn't it Saint Cuthbert?
I just looked at it a few seconds ago. Yeah, Saint Cuthbert.
I know I know there's like a small shrine or something to Heronius too, but I think, okay. So I will go to the temple of Saint Cuthbert and, just offer my, minor healing services and stuff, just as a, respect, cleric to cleric kind of respect kind of thing. And then also, what I like to do, Sammy, is do a knowledge bardic check for the about the Age of Worms. See if I know read anything about that cult before, or if I've heard anything about it.
Okay.
And I got a. What's that?
What are you rolling?
It's lore, but it functions the same as bardic knowledge. 9 and 8, 17 bardic knowledge.
Not much different from what Flynn telling you. It's just an old tale told long ago that apparently the Age of Worms will bring about the end of the world. And apparently, Cuss is the head of it.
Caius.
Caius.
Kind of like the
And
sound
then-
unless it was an old cuss.
And then, Sammy, the other thing I'm gonna do, I have urban tracking, so I can track people in towns and the other, track people by just gathering information. So I'm gonna gather information about the dwarf that he's working with, see if I can get his name, and see if he owns a different mine himself. So I'm gonna roll my gather information with a 16.
Nothing.
Well, there's actually I should look up the chart. It says. So what's the classification? Is this a small town or something?
I'm pretty sure it's roughly a small town.
Okay, so if it's for small town, the DC's 10, which I beat. Oh, but it requires 1d4 plus 1 check, so I gotta see how many checks I have to make to get the information I want. I need 2 checks, so I passed the first one. And then... Okay. So one more. That time I got a 23. So basically what I'm going for is just his name and whether or not he owns a mine of his own.
You get absolutely nothing.
Oh, damn. Okay. Alright then. That sucks.
Yeah.
Alright.
For all for all intents and purposes, this person does not exist.
Okay. At this point, my character kind of prides himself on being able to collect information and knowledge. It's a big part of his identity. So at this point,
Well,
he's...
if I knew that you wanted to know about that, I'd keep an ear open while I was serving soup.
Okay. But
Although, my check's only a 7.
At this point, though, Sammy, because I'm confident in my skills and I've gotten nothing, I'm pissed because I'm convinced that the necromancer lied to me, or lied to he running the gang members, especially that albino half-orc that we made friends with.
I'm sorry. What? I was trying to look up something.
In the evening, like later in the evening, I'll go to the tavern. I'm just wondering if those gang members are there.
They're still there, drinking, having a good time.
I mean, I'm sure. I mean, I'm guessing in a town like this, coppers, a few coppers is enough for some just average drinks.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, I'll just tell the waiter or waitress, their next round's on me. And when they look over, I'll just kind of raise my, elves drink. Elves are more favored to wine, so if there's wine here, I'll get some, and I'll just kind of raise the bottle, and as I look over to them, just kind of wink at them.
They just shrug in your direction, just leave it be.
Okay. That's it for me. Until we continue in the morning.
Okay.
Only other thing I want to take care of was getting the other 5 potions identified.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Instead of going to the bar and chucking an entire bottle of wine.
Thanks, Joe.
The potions that you did.
Elves are a refined race. Pop.
A potion of gentle repose, potion of false life, and a potion of ghoul touch.
Ghoul touch. What was the one in the middle?
Potion of false life.
And so I got chill touch, gentle repose, false life, and ghoul touch. I thought there were 6 of them.
4.
Okay, 4 then. Anybody want to call any of those? Or just put them on the treasure list.
I say just put them in the treasure list.
I'm all done in town.
Okay. Oh. He has 3 other things because I missed this earlier. Flinch has a few things on him that I missed. A syringe of potion of false life, a syringe of potion of cure moderate wounds, and a potion of cure light wounds. Just noticed that.
Oh yeah, I forgot he had that. Instead of drinking the potions, he actually injects himself with the syringes, and they function just like the potion.
Yeah.
I remember that now.
Open the syringe and drink them?
You can, yeah.
Flinch himself just prefers to just inject.
I don't think so. Because those are in the Tola setting, and in the Tola setting, they're concentrated. It's like only about a tenth the amount of liquid that's in the potion, because the potion is intended to go in your stomach, whereas this is intended to go into your veins.
mean, we have the injector if you want to inject yourself with it. Either way, I mean, I don't want any of those.
Yeah, they effectively just function as normal potions. Okay. And that's where we'll be ending it today, I guess.
Really? Oh, okay.
It's almost-
We go longer.
It's almost 5, though.
Yeah. I don't have to
lost.
race you.
I thought
We
we were
lost the
going-
other guy
Oh.
Yeah.
for like a while now.
Oh, I thought we were going like 4-hour sessions.
No, I've been doing... We did 3 for the past, 2 weeks.
Yeah, I thought that was not usual.
I'm just going to do 3-hour sessions.
Okay.
Well, damn it, Sammy.
What?
That sucks. That sucks.
Why?
I'm raring to go. I got nothing else to do for the rest of the day. At least not for 2 hours.
I got mild things I can be doing today. It's just I don't think I could handle doing 4-hour sessions right now.
Yeah. No, yeah, if you don't have the next part prepared, you don't have it prepared, so.
I prepared it years ago. It's just I don't think I'm mentally capable of doing it.
Well, I mean, yeah, having the map prepared is not the same as having the game prepared. You gotta have read the thing beforehand.
True. So, thank you guys for coming. My head hurts. I need to look into both the half-giant thing for Mike and this feat for Mike.
All right, well, the half giant, yeah, and also it reminds me of something I wanted to ask you about, too.
What?
The half giant was from the expanded psionics handbook, but you said no psionics, so I switched it from a psionic ability to a spell-like ability. But otherwise, working the same way. And I realized that there was a feat that I should have taken at first level, and I knew about it when I made the character. I just didn't think of it, but it's a feat from the Forgotten Realms setting called Magic in the Blood, which gives you the ability to use any one-a-day spell-like ability that you get at first level. You can use as 3-a-day spell-like ability. I only have the one ability, so what I'd like to do is retrain my feats so that I could have that feat at level 1, and then at level 3, I would basically just put the Scorpion's Grasp feat at my level 3 slot. Would that be okay with you, Sammy?
Sure.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, I'm going to end the recording here.